Hi, I'm Danielle. Thank you for joining me today on my YouTube page. We are going to jump right in and get started on our backs. Grab a mat or a blanket or just the floor and let's relax it all the way down, guys. This is a very short flow. Reach your arms overhead, spread your fingers apart, spread your toes apart, stretching in all four directions here. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, release your arms right back by your sides as you let your feet just fall away from each other and take a deep inhale through the nose here. Open mouth, exhale, let your body relax, release tension from the forehead, the cheeks, your jawline. Let your shoulders maybe move a little bit more away from your ears and just relax right here, allowing the contact of the back of your body to relax into the earth, to release every bit of tension from your body using that Ujjayi breath, which simply means more life force energy through the regulation of the breath. Breathing in and out to relax, settle your body down. Try to bring all of your focus to this body, to this present moment, and take another slow breath in. Open mouth, exhale, release, and let that go. We are going to start with a little breathing exercise. Breathing in for 5, exhaling out for 5, in and out through the nose. Breathe with me. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last time. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, release, and let that go. Slowly allow your knees to come into your belly, hugging your shins. Take a gentle rock from right to left right here, allowing the back body to get a little bit of a massage. And then allow your knees to circle around in one direction, drawing circles around your hips. They can be really small, really slow, really fast, whatever feels appropriate for you. And then reverse those circles. Let them go back the opposite way. Circle around here. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now begin to open and close the knees, bringing them in and out, keeping that circular motion going. So knees moving in and away from each other and then back together, in and out. And then reverse those circles. Go back around the opposite way here. That should feel a little bit like a massage. And then on the next inhalation, hug the opposite thighs or the outsides of your thighs and begin to take a little rock until you're able to rock all the way up to seated right here. Now, palms down or palms up. We're going to just take a moment to get so embodied here with this practice. Palms down for grounding, palms up. If you feel like you could use a little bit more energy, I'm going to go with palms down. Let your face relax as you let your eyes gently close. You bow your head in towards your heart as if you are saluting the sacredness of your own heart, your own being. Take another slow breath in through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, release, and let that go. Notice how you feel right here. And then allow your eyes to slowly blink open and begin to lift the chest and round the spine at your own pace in a little seated cat-cow, rounding and arching the spine. Every time you lift the chest, you stick the chest out. You breathe in. Every time you round the spine, you exhale. Take that. It could be slow, it could be fast, just a lazy day yoga, short yoga routine. And then after that last seated cat, come to a tall seat, releasing the shoulders. And then inhale, let left fingertips come up and over. And then come back up. Let left hand come down, or right hand come down. Let left arm come up and over. No, that would be your right. And then let's do that again. Take this at your own pace. You might continue to move slow, or maybe you pick up the pace and you move a little bit faster. There is no rush, nowhere to be. Just you connecting with your breath, moving your body, releasing physical as well as emotional tension from your body, from your mind. Now, after that last one to the left, come up to a tall seat, take left hand to right knee, and lengthen the spine and open up your right chest, pulling right chest gently open, maybe gazing to the right just a little. Maybe you're able to gaze over that back shoulder, but remember, we've just begun here, so you don't want to do too much. And then take a little twist to your left. Pull belly in, lengthen the spine, gazing to your left. Relax your face, releasing tension from the forehead. And then at your own pace, just take twists from side to side right here. You don't have to twist too much. A little is enough. Every time we twist, we try to find a little bit more length. And then we try to find a little brace for the spine by pulling the belly in. After that left twist, come back into stillness right here. Now from here, take a deep breath in through the nose. Open mouth, exhale. You could take the hands forward, roll out over your feet, or like me, you could swing the legs all the way around, coming up to tabletop position. Shoulders directly over your wrists, hips directly over your knees. Inhale, drop belly down towards the mat as you lift your hips, lift your chest. And then exhale, round your spine, pulling belly button towards spine, chin to chest, bringing the shoulders apart a little bit, creating a little bit more of a stretch. And then breathe in as you arch the spine into cow. Exhale, round into cat. And at your own pace, take cat-cow. Every time, again, as you arch the spine, you breathe in. Every time you round the spine, you exhale. You might speed it up a little bit. You might slow it down a little bit. Depends on how you feel. And then after that last cat pose that you take, come back into tabletop position. Now start to circle your hips around in one direction. You might choose very small circles here, or maybe you take giant circles, depending upon how you feel. I like somewhere in the middle. Just move it around and then reverse those circles. Let them come back around the opposite way. Notice how you feel here. Just kind of getting some of that stagnation out of the body here. And then coming into tabletop, tuck your toes under and then press up into your first downward facing dog. Begin to walk out your dog, lifting one heel at a time. Maybe you take a half dog. You could drop the knees, walk the hands forward, and just move it around right there if downward dog feels like a little bit too much for you. There is always a way to regress or progress. Make it easier or harder for yourself. Now from here, let the right knee bend as the left leg straighten as you're trying to press that left heel towards the mat. Press your hips back just a little bit more. Maybe you gaze towards the toes or the knees, dropping the head down, and then straighten your right leg as you bend your left knee. Now from this position, press back just a little bit more, pressing into the finger pads, the undersides of your knuckles. evening out that pressure on the inside and outside of your hand so the wrists are not getting too much of that. And then lift both heels and then bend your knees. Press your belly back towards your thighs and then let the heels melt down into your downward facing dog. Now, next, inhale, look to the top of your mat, and exhale, one tiny step at a time, walking forward, deliberately slow until you can't walk forward anymore. And then grab your opposite elbow and start to sway that from right to left, letting the upper body just surrender to gravity here, letting the head go. Just sway. Knees might be bent, knees might be straight, whatever you're feeling today. And then take a few bounces, just shaking off a little bit of tension right here. Release your hands down to the mat. Begin to shake your head, yes. Shake your head, no. And then from there, slide your palms up the legs, right below the knees, pulling belly in, lengthen to halfway lift. Now pull the heart ahead, away from the hips. Slide the shoulder blades back just a half an inch. Pull the belly in a little bit more as you gaze on the spot on your mat directly below your eyes. Can you lengthen the spine a half an inch more? And then surrender that, releasing. Now, slide your hands up to the hips, pressing your feet into the mat. Begin to roll up one vertebra at a time. Squeezing your abs right here. Slowly rise and release your hands down to the mat. Shake that out just a little bit. Inhale, circle the arms up. And exhale, fold out over your thighs. Let it go. Inhale, find halfway lift, lengthen your spine. And then exhale, take the feet back into your plank pose right here. Press into your palms, almost allowing the shoulders to stretch a little bit more, moving them away from each other, and tuck the tailbone so that you activate those abdominals a little bit more. So now there's a lot of abdominal activation here. Now from here, lower your knees down and release your toes. Let your thighs come down and let your hips come down. Let your belly button come down. Let your ribs come down. Let your chest come down. Slide your palms back into the low ribs a little bit more, and then snake your spine forward a little bit more. Inhale, baby cobra, lengthen out, and then exhale, release that down. Tuck the toes, press up and back into your downward facing dog. We are moving on already. Now, from here, float the right leg up about halfway, bend your right knee, and open up your right hip without opening up your right shoulder. Now, from there, close the hips, stretch that leg back out, and swing the right foot to the top of your mat right here into a little bit of a low lunge. Now, from your low lunge, float the arms straight up. You got it. Now, feel the strength in that right thigh. Press your left heel back a little bit more. Breathe in as you reach up, and then exhale. Let those arms go straight back behind you as you pull your heart forward, the belly over the thighs. Strengthen your arms a little bit more, and then breathe in as you circle the arms back up. Good thing that wall was there. And then exhale, spread wide, opening up the chest, almost in a position of surrender. Inhale, reach the arms back up. Exhale, take the hands down to the mat. Step your right foot to the back of the mat. And then from here, shift forward, lower down halfway, or drop your knees. Release the tops of your feet. And then inhale, we neutralize the spine right here. Exhale, tuck toes, press back. Downward facing dog. Well done. Let's do that on the other side now. Inhale, float left leg up. Bend the knee. Open up your left hip. Now that left shoulder wants to come under, but you keep that left shoulder down and just open the hip a little bit. Now straighten that leg as the hip comes back to neutral. Swing left foot to the top of the mat all the way through. And then just getting a little stretch in that low lunge position. When you feel ready and stable, circle the arms back up into your crescent lunge. Breathe in. Exhale it out. Bend left knee, maybe a little bit more as you press right heel to the back. Now let your arms come straight back behind you. Doing it on the other side. Strengthen those arms. Let those triceps feel your strength because we're going to do this strong but not very long at all. Inhale, let the arms come right back up. And then exhale, spread wide through the collarbone. Pull the elbows down in towards the ribs. Inhale, reach the fingertips back up. And then exhale, set the hands down onto the mat. Step your left leg back. Take your Chaturanga Dandasana or skip this part. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, take it back to your downward facing dog right here. Inhale, float right leg up halfway. Bend the knee, open up that hip. And then straighten out that leg. Bring that foot back through to the top of your mat. Inhale, circle the arms up. Exhale, spread or let those arms go back. Strengthen the arms. Inhale, bring the arms back up. Exhale, bring elbows into ribs. Breathe in as you reach it back up. Exhale, let hands come down. Step back. Take your Chaturanga or feel free to skip it. Building a little heat. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, take it back to downward facing dog. Inhale, float left leg up. Bend knee, open hip, keep shoulder down, and then straighten out that leg. Bring foot to the top of the mat. Breathe in as you reach and rise into your strong crescent lunge. Exhale, belly comes out over thighs. Good. Inhale, reach arms back up. Exhale, spread wide, open up. Inhale, arms reach back up. Exhale, take it to your Chaturanga Dandasana. Flow it through. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, take downward facing. Breathe in. Exhale, press hips up and back a little bit more. Now let's add on a little bit. Inhale, float right leg up about halfway. Bend the knee. Open the hips slightly. And then swing right foot to the top of the mat. Now, same thing, come up to crescent lunge. Exhale, belly comes out over thighs, reach arms back, and then inhale, reach the arms up towards ceiling. Exhale, spread wide through collarbone. Inhale, reach the arms back up. Spin back heel down flat, turn the corner, open up to your warrior two. Right toes facing straight ahead, right knee facing straight out with the arm. The left leg, the outside blade of that foot is sealing down. The toes straight out. So you can feel a little bit of a stretch in your inner thighs right here. Strengthen your arms, but relax your shoulders away from your ears. Gaze out over the front middle fingers. You've got this pose. Now, as you gaze over those right fingers, just try to relax into this strong position. Take a breath in through the nose. Exhale out. Flip the right palm up. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Now notice the legs are not moving, just that upper body. Moving right fingertips away from the right knee, the right toes. And then exhale as right forearm comes to right thigh. Let left fingertips slowly move towards the front. And then open up your left chest just a little bit more. Now notice this left side body, you might see a long diagonal line. Pull the right obliques up and away from right thighs a little bit more. And if you feel like you want to, you could even drop right fingertips down a little bit more. Now, from this position, let left arm come up towards the ceiling and straighten right leg. So your hands might need to come up. So we're in triangle pose. So maybe hands come all the way up. You want to feel as if you could lean against a wall behind you in triangle pose. Maybe you have a block. You could take your hand to a block in front or behind that leg. Open up the left chest. Keep everything so strong. Feel the strength and the relationship between those inner thighs. And then tick-tock the arms up. Start to drop that left arm, keeping right leg straight this time. Move it back into a little bit of a triangle, a reverse triangle this time. Take a breath in. Exhale it out. You got it. Now soften that right knee as you cartwheel the hands down to the mat. Spin onto your back toes and then float your right arm up to the sky, opening up right chest. Breathe in right here and then circle the right hand back down to the mat. Step right foot back, take your chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale, float left leg up about halfway. Bend the knee, open up your left hip. Good. Now bring left foot to the top of the mat. Stand on that left foot, plant it down. Inhale, circle arms up, reach and rise. Exhale, belly over thighs. Inhale, circle the arms back up. Exhale, spread wide through collarbone. Inhale, reach arms back up. Now spin back heel down flat as you turn the corner into your warrior two. So now I'm facing away from you a little bit. I'm gonna just let this be. Drop the shoulders away from ears a little bit and feel the relationship between those inner thighs yet again. Reach the arms from infinity to infinity and then flip left palm up. Inhale, reverse the warrior. Feel that right arm sliding down to your own degree as you reverse the warrior. And then exhale, let left forearm come to left thigh. Let right arm move towards the front, like that bicep is just grazing the ear or hovering just above the ear. Now that right side body is stretching. Pull left obliques in and away from that strong left thigh. Now, maybe left fingertips come to the floor in front of that foot or to the shin. Straighten your left leg as right arm reaches up and you find yourself into triangle pose. Now, almost feel as if you could turn that right chest back a little bit. So a lot of times we want the hand to go low, and so our triangle is kind of pitched forward, when if we would just lift the arm up, now that's a better triangle. We can breathe a little better. We can get a little bit better alignment for ourselves, maybe if we just let go of that attachment to the pose or that full expression of the pose. Always remembering ego is not our amigo. Now tick-tock the arms up, the legs don't move. Flip that left palm up and back as you make your way to a little reverse triangle. Feel that stretch on your left side body here. Breathe right here. And come through to warrior two and cartwheel the hands down. Spin onto your back toes. Float left arm up to the sky as you turn belly button towards that inner left thigh. Reach that left arm up and then circle that arm back down. Step left foot back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, take it to your downward facing dog right there. Now, from this position, lower your knees down to the mat. Maybe you got a lot warm during that whole routine. Maybe you need to do something else, depending upon what you're looking for. But we want a nice, easy, it's raining outside. We want to just get a little activity in. Now take your hands back to your sacrum, squeeze your glutes, your hamstrings, and push your hips forward. You'll immediately start to feel your thighs stretching. Now notice the elbows want to bow out, squeeze them towards each other as you lift your ribs. Maybe let's take our hands to our ribs. Pick the ribs up a little bit more. Now don't lose any height here. Take your hands back to your sacrum. And now maybe you stay right here. This is a good position. Or maybe right hand reaches, wiggle the fingers. Maybe you can find your right heel and then let left fingertips come back as you find left heel. Let the heart rise a little bit more as you keep those glutes squeezing. Relax your face and breathe. If you took right hand to right heel, bring it back to sacrum. Left hand comes back to sacrum. And then slowly let your hands come down right there. Now, from this position, let your feet swing around. Come on to your back right here. Well done, everybody. We are right there. Now, coming onto your back, float your right leg up towards the ceiling. And then cross right ankle over left thigh. You could stay right there and press right inner thigh away from right hip. Now, if you want a little more, draw left knee in And keep pressing that right knee away. Thread your hands through to left hamstring, maybe using right elbow to position that right knee away from your right shoulder. Now, if it's a lot of tension, you could maybe rock this from right to left a little bit, or find stillness, squeeze it in. Take a breath in through the nose. Open mouth, exhale. Now let left foot come back down to the floor. Take right leg up to the ceiling. Take your hands behind the knee, calf, or ankle, and then lift up. Bring knee to nose. Maybe kick left leg straight out or keep left foot on the floor. Pull your belly in. Squeeze up. And then lower head back down to the mat. Release right leg down to the mat. Take a breath in. Open mouth, exhale. Let your left leg come up to the ceiling, cross left ankle over right thigh, and you might be right there. Maybe flexing the toes to protect the knee. Gently press that left thigh away from that left hip. Or maybe you could progress the pose and thread hands through to the right hamstring, drawing right knee in towards the belly, pressing left knee away from the left shoulder. Take what feels good to you and maybe start to rock to soothe that hip. Like that hip is a baby, you just need to soothe it a little bit. Sometimes we feel a lot in our hips and in our back, but that's why we don't ignore those things. We move, we keep our mobility strong and open. We stay flexible. We try to stay strong as well. Strength and flexibility equals stability, and that's what we all want. Now from here, let right foot come back down to the floor. Float left leg up. Take hands to the back of the leg, calf, knee or ankle, and then bring knee towards nose. Pull belly in, maybe extend right leg. Pull the belly in a little bit more, rounding the spine, and then lay the head back down. Bring the right leg back up, and then allow your knees to bend on either sides of your rib cage. I hope you guys could see me. Take the hands to the outsides of the thighs, ankles, or feet. It doesn't matter, but what matters is that your sacrum is not floating off of the mat, or that you're not trying to reach. It's just as easy to grab up higher. Now start to rock your happy baby pose a little bit more, right there. And then from happy baby pose, find stillness. Just allowing gravity to work with those inner thighs and those hips. You do what feels right for you. Breathe in. Exhale out. Bring knees back together and then allow your knees to gently fall to the right. Cactus or T your arms out, letting left shoulder blade be flush with the mat. And you could choose whether you gaze right, center, or to the left. Just getting the body a little bit of a twist today. During the holidays, a lot of times we find ourselves rushing, really busy, doing so much. So we want to give ourselves an opportunity to slow down, to allow our awareness to come back home. Wherever you are in the world, you will always find home where you are. And it's just a matter of focus and intention and bringing your awareness back to you. Allow your knees to come through center and let them fall over to the left side of your space, making sure right shoulder blade is as close to the floor as it can be. If those knees have to hover up a little bit, that's okay. If you have a block or maybe a cushion or a pillow, you could take it in between your thighs, whatever you need to feel good in your body. That is really all we're looking for. We are just looking for opportunities to get some of the tension out of the body, some of the stiffness. And sometimes we've been really lethargic and we haven't moved a lot, or we've been dealing with a lot of painful things that if we don't deal with them, they get trapped within our bodies. And just moving the body around in these different ways, you are shaking up and jostling those emotions around and allowing them to release from you, from your body. This is a holistic system. Your body, your mind, and spirit, this is all connected. Now let the knees come back through center. Hug your shins, or maybe you interlace all 10 fingers. You might feel better hugging the opposite elbow. It doesn't matter. And then squeeze the muscles of your groin, pull belly in towards spine, chin to chest, forehead to knees. Squeeze in so tight. This is said to be good for your thyroid. Squeeze in and let it go. Final Shavasana. Let the feet fall away from each other and take a deep inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale. Take a moment to relax. I urge you to stay with me to the end. We're only here for a few minutes. A lot of times we just want to get the sweat. We want to get the strength, and we want to get out and get to the dishes or get to this. And I got to run here. This is the most important part of any practice, is the cool down. And because now your parasympathetic nervous system turns on. So if you flood the body with stress and cortisol, because now you're rushing to the next thing, you kind of defeat the purpose of the whole reason we got on our mats and we chose to do this. So allow your body to sink into the earth. Let the earth energize, restabilize you, re-energize you. Take a deep inhale. Open mouth, exhale, release, and let that go. Just notice what you notice. Observe without judging the body. Now begin to scan your body from the crown of your head to your toes. Allow a gentle, light smile to come onto your face. It's just me and you. And as you scan your body, feel as if that smile is touching every part of your body as you scan the body. And then begin to scan the body from the toes to the crown of the head. And you are now allowing that smile to maybe linger on a part of the body that is a little bit more painful or tense, or you've been having issues with that body, or you are needing a little more flexibility in that area, more strength. Allow that part of the body to get a little bit of a longer attention and focus. Begin your scans from toes to crown of head here. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Open mouth, exhale. If you need more time with your scan, you could pause this video right here. Don't rush yourself. That is a powerful process. But if you're ready to move on, allow your knees to come back in towards the belly and roll over onto either your right or your left side, using your bicep as a pillow, coming into fetal pose. Take 3 breaths on your own right here. No rush. And on your own, if you feel ready, press yourself up into a tall seat, sitting as tall as you can, but as comfortably as you can, bringing your palms together into heart center right here, letting your eyes gently close, just like we began, closing the eyes, bowing the head in towards the heart. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, release, and let that go as you allow a gentle, light smile on your face, as if you are saluting the sacredness of your own heart. smiling towards your heart. You've been through so many things in your life. Your heart has stood the strength, the test of so many trials, so many struggles that you have gotten through. And after struggle comes ease. And then after ease is a little bit more struggle. And after that struggle, maybe a little bit more ease. That is law. That is definitely what will happen. So if you are in a time of your life that is difficult, especially around the holidays, a lot of people struggle. If that is you, know that this is temporary. But don't rush yourself through this period, because if you rush yourself through this period, you're rushing yourself through your life. All of it is your life. And you don't want to sleep through a tough time. You don't want to distract yourself too many times from what you're going through. Allow yourself to feel what you feel. And remind yourself, I can sit with difficult emotions. Allow your thumbs to come to forehead center, your third eye center, your seat of intuition. The teacher, the student, and the light in me sees and honors the teacher, the student, and the light in each and every one of you. I wish you all much health, much wealth, peace, joy, and power. We bow. Namaste. I thank you guys so much for joining me today. I want to record every day. I teach so many classes and it's difficult to do that. But if you join me today, I hope that you continue to check in, because I'm going to get consistent if it's the last thing I do. We got a new year coming up, and that is my main New Year's resolution. Remind yourself that it takes as much energy to doubt as it does to have faith. Choose faith. Because faith is just believing in something that you can't see right now. And the reward for believing in what you can't see is seeing what you have believed in before you were able to see it. Know that life is happening for you and it's not happening to you. Everything that you're going through, it is for a reason and a certain season. And you are right now moving through it. Life is not a snapshot. It is a movie. And so this movie continues. And so don't judge yourself. Don't judge what your life is if the snapshot that you chose to judge yourself at is not a great snapshot. The movie is still going. So be patient and have faith and be of good cheer. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope to see you again soon. Thank you.